Hello students, and here we are with the second part of number system, and we continue our series of lectures on Aryabhatta test series. Okay, so in the last part, in the first comprehensive class, I discussed about the remainders part. Now today I am going to discuss something about the number properties. Now two things I am going to discuss here. One is basically LCM HCF and the other is basically the digit positions. Okay, so let's jump straight away into the concept part. So if I tell you that a number is say 23, okay, so can I write this as 2 into 10 plus 3? Okay, right? So similarly, if I write a number as xy, can I write this as 10 into x plus y? Okay, right? I will use these concepts to add or subtract some numbers where the digit value is not given. Okay, so these things I'm going to do. Follow this lecture very carefully. Now, some basic principles of addition. Say if I add a 2-digit number by another 2-digit number, the highest 2-digit number is say 99, and another number is say 98. Now, if I add it, can the result of adding two 2-digit numbers be starting with 2? Never. Because if you add, even if you add 99 plus 99, the value will always be 198. So maximum, the third digit, the hundredths digit will always be 1. Right? So these are the principles that will apply when I go on to the concept of addition of some numbers where the digit value is not given. Then how will you proceed further? Okay, let's move on to the concept part. The second concept that I am going to discuss is the concept of LCM and HCF. And mind you, I am not discussing how to find LCM and HCF, right? I know that, but basically the questions will be application of LCM and HCF. Okay, so if I tell you that, what do you mean by LCM? I say lowest common multiple. Okay, I say lowest common multiple is LCM and the highest common factor is HCF. Highest common factor is HCF. Right? Which means if I am to find the LCM of say 3 and 6, I need to find the lowest number which is divisible by both 3 and 6. And the lowest such number is 6, because 6 is divisible by 3 and 6 is divisible by 6, and 6 is the lowest such number. What do you mean by highest common factor? Which is the highest number which divides 3 and 6? So in case of highest common factor, I need to find the divisor, and in case the lowest common multiple, I need to find the dividend. This we need to know, right? So these are the two things. Now let's jump straight into the questions part of LCM and HCF as well as the concept of digits. Okay, you will find the questions very interesting, and these questions are all hand-picked from the last year or previous to previous years Aryabhatta papers. Okay, so the first question. Tejaswini is baking muffins. When she packs 3 muffins in a box, 2 muffins are left. If she packs 5 muffins in a box, 3 muffins are left. When she packs 7 muffins in a box, she is left with as many muffins as were left when she packed 5 muffins. The least number of muffins she baked was what? Now, what does this question mean? It means that if you divide a number by 3, if you divide that number by 3, the remainder will be 2. If you divide the number by 5, the remainder will be 3. And if you divide the number by 7, then also the remainder will be 3. What is the least such number of muffins? Now, instantly when you realize that if you divide a number by 5, the remainder is 3. And if you divide a number by 7, the remainder is 3. So can I say that if you divide a number by 5 into 7, the remainder will be 3 as well? So which is the lowest such number which is divisible by 5 and 7? It is 5 into 7, which is 35. But I get a remainder of 3, which means the number is 38. Now 38 when divided by 5 leaves a remainder of 3. When divided by 7 leaves a remainder of 3. So the 38 is the number. Now cross check whether when we divide 38 by 3, whether the remainder is 2 or not. I am saying that yes, the remainder is 2 only. So if that be the case, I can be sure that the number is 38, and the lowest such numbers that Tejaswini baked was 38. This is how you approach questions wherein you need to know what is the applications of LCM and HCF. Let's move on to the next question. What should be the maximum value of beta in the following equation where alpha, beta and gamma represent non-zero digit? 5 alpha 9 minus 7 beta 2 plus 9 gamma 6 is equal to 823. What is the maximum value of beta? Okay, now this is what I was referring to. Addition, subtraction of the numbers. You don't know the value of the variables. Now you need to find the maximum value of beta. It's not saying what is the value of beta. It is saying what is the maximum value of beta. Okay, so let's write the expressions as we know. As we learned in class 3, 4. 5 alpha 9 can be written as 5 into 100 plus 10 into alpha plus 9 minus 7 into 100, right, minus 10 into beta plus minus 2 plus 9 into 100 plus 10 into gamma plus 6, that is equal to 8 into 100 plus 10 into 2 plus 3. This is how you can write it. Okay, now let's solve it. 500 minus 700 plus 9. So 1400 minus 700 is how much? 700. Okay, and 9 plus 615 minus 2 is how much? 700, and 9 plus 615 minus 2 is 13. So 713. Can I write it? Plus 10 alpha minus 10 beta plus 10 gamma is equal to 823. I can write it as like this. Okay, now 10 alpha minus 10 beta plus 10 gamma will be equal to how much? 823 minus 713 is how much? 110. So alpha minus beta plus gamma is equal to 11. Okay, so can I say that alpha plus gamma is equal to beta plus 11? Can I say this? Now remember that alpha and beta and gamma is maximum, are the single digit integers from 0 to 9. So can I write this beta as alpha plus gamma minus 11? Can I write it like this? Now for maximum value of beta, these values have to be maximum. And what is the maximum single digit integer? That we know as 9. So the maximum value of alpha is 9. For maximizing beta, alpha and gamma needs to be maximized. Right. So what is the maximum value of alpha? It is 9. And what is the maximum value of gamma? That is also 9. So 9 plus 9 minus 11 is equal to 7. So the maximum value of beta is 7. So this is the answer. Now here, this is what I was trying to say when you write a number in the form of expanding the number. Now this is a basic question of expansion of a number, but it finds its application in the digit sum or in the digit properties basically, right? So this is how you find the value of alpha and beta, and hence the maximum value of beta is 7. Okay. Now this is also a very interesting question. A number being successively divided by 3, 5 and 8 leaves remainders of 1, 2 and 4 respectively. If the order of divisors is reversed, then the remainders are A, B and C respectively. Then what is the value of A plus B plus C? This question was also asked in the Aryabhatta exam. Okay, how to find and how to know what do we mean by successively divided. Okay, so if I say, take a number say 18, I'll do it calculation here. Take a number say 18. So if I divide 18 to 5, can I say 5 3s are 15 and 3 is the remainder? Okay, now if I again divide this 3 by 2, what is the remainder? The remainder is 1. So can I say that a number when divided successively by 5 and 2 leaves remainders of 3 and 1? Okay, so this is what the question is. So how to get 18? I can say that this number is 2 times 1 plus 1, and then I can say 5 times this plus 3. Right? So this is, which means I start inwards and then go outwards. Okay, so when I divide 3 by 2, the remainder is 1, and when I divide that number, you get that number 3, and this is the quotient. So 5 into quotient plus remainder 3. So the number is 18. Here, hence I get the number, original number to be 18. I apply the same logic here. Right, so when I say the number being successively divided by 3, 5 and 8 leaves remainders of 1, 2 and 4. So the last division, when it divided by 8, leaves a remainder of 4. So let us assume that the quotient is say x. So can I say the last number is 8x plus 4. Now this becomes the quotient when the number is divided by 5. So 5 into 8x plus 4 plus the remainder is 2. So when I divide that number by 5, the remainder is 2. So the number is 2. Again, I go further up. Then when divided by 3, the remainder is 1. So I can say this is the quotient. When divided by 3, the remainder is 1. Okay, so let's calculate this. 3 times 5 into 8x is 40x plus 20 plus 2 plus 1. So can I say 3 times 40x plus 22 plus 1. So it is 120x plus 66 plus 1. So it is 120x plus 67. So this is the number. Now I can take any value of x if I want. Right? I can take the value of x to be say, 1. Right? So what is the number? If I take the value of x to be 1, so it is 187. Now, if the order of the divisor is reversed, which means now the number is divided by 8. So when divided by 8, what is the quotient? What is the quotient? The quotient is 23 and the remainder is, you will see the remainder is 3. So when divided by 8, the remainder is 3. Right? Then when divided by 5, when 23 is divided by 5, what is the remainder? Remainder is 3. Right? So 5 4s are and 3 is the remainder. Right? And when divided by 3, when this 4 is divided by 3, the remainder is 1. So if the order of divisor is reversed, then I can say the remainders are 3, 3 and 1 respectively. And hence the value of A is 3, the value of B is 3 and the value of C is 1. So A plus B plus C will be equal to 3 plus 3 plus 1 will be equal to 7 is the answer. This is what the concept of successive division, which means the quotient for the first division becomes the dividend for the subsequent division. Okay, so this is what is meant by successive division. pause these videos for some time, pause this sometime, try to understand what I'm trying to say, and then proceed further. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Mary was counting from 34. At the same time, Thomas was counting upwards, the number starting from 1 but calling out only the odd numbers. The counting down, the common number which they will call out at the same time, and they were calling numbers at the same speed, is what number? Okay, now this is a question which requires a little bit of endurance. Okay, these are some mixed kind of questions which understands the basic, or which explains the basic number properties. So if I count down from 34, which are the numbers? 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, say 28, 27, 26, so on and so forth. Okay, and I'm counting, and the other person, Thomas, is counting from 1. So this is Mary and this is Thomas. Now Thomas is counting from 1, so 1, and he's counting only the odd numbers. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, okay, and then 21 and 23. So if we see 24, if this guy counts backwards, the common number which counts is 23. So 23 is the number which comes here. Now I want you to think and write in the comment box if there is any shortcut technique, and I will be more than happy to explain that. I know that those techniques, but I will be waiting for your comments in the video. Okay, if there is any shortcut technique to attempt this question, I will be waiting for your comments. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. The common answer, the common number is 23. The sum of all possible 3-digit numbers formed from 3 different non-zero digits when divided by the sum of these digits is equal to how much? So 222, 111, 555, 275. Okay, so sum of all possible 3-digit numbers. This question is directly an application of a higher end concept, which is permutation combination, but I will not do like that. I'll explain it from a very simple way. Take 2 numbers. Okay, take 3 numbers, 3 digits, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, number is 132. 213, 231, 312, 321. Okay, so if you add these numbers, these are the 6-digit numbers, right? Because 3 different non-zero digits. So if you add these numbers, what is the sum that you get? You get the sum to be 1332. Okay, and when divided by sum of these digits, so what is the sum of the digits? 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is equal to 6. So when 1332 is divided by 6, the remainder is always, or it is the value is always how much? 222. So the value is always 220, hence the answer is this one. Okay, so this is how you attempt. You have to write these. You don't need to apply the concept of permutation right now. You have to be a little bit enduring. Start from the lowest digits, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, write these numbers and write the sum by the sum of the digits 6, divide it, and you will get the answer very easily. Okay, right. This is also one of the very good questions which I found out. The question says that if AAA plus BBB plus CCC is ABBC, what is the value of A plus B plus C? Now remember that A, B, C are all distinct or unique single digit integers from 0 to 9. Okay, how will we solve these kind of questions? Right? We had a question before, 5 alpha 9 kind of question, and we have these kind of questions where we do not know what is the value of A, B and C, but we have to find out. Okay, this is what I was trying to say when I started the lecture. So I write these numbers as AAA plus BBB plus CCC, and the value is ABBC. Okay, all these are distinct integers. Now start from this side. Now these are all 3-digit integers, and this comes out to be 4-digit integer. Now if I add A, B and C, the result is C. which means can I say A plus B is 0? Can I say this? Because A plus B is 0, then only C plus 0 will be C, which means A will be either 1, 2 to 9 and B will be 9 to 1. Now let's apply your mind what can be the value of A and B. Okay, now imagine that if the value of A is say 2, right? So if A value is 2, then the B value must be 8, right? Which means this number is 222 and this value is 888. Can I say this? Okay. Now, and this value will be 2 and this is 88. Now you think, और आप सोचोगे, आप देखोगे, आप कुछ भी कर लो, whatever you want to do, the sum of 3-digit integers whose first number is 222, second number is 888, even this you make it as 999, then also 2 will not come. Or if 2 does come, B will not be 8. Which means you have to lower your expectations. So I can say that A has to be 1 and consequently B has to be 9. So A will be 1, 1, 1, 1 and B will be 9. Okay, plus C will be equal to 199C. Okay, so if you add this one, 1 plus, so what if you add these two numbers, what do you get? 1110 plus C is equal to 199C. So I don't know what will be C, but what will C be here? But I know that 1 plus C is equal to 9. So 1 plus what number is equal to 9? C is 8. So I can say now that C is 8. Hence, A is 1, so this is not possible. A is 1, B is 9 and C is 8. And hence the value is now got. The number will be 111 plus 999 plus 888. The value will be 1998. You can verify this. Hence, A plus B plus C will be equal to 1 plus 9 plus 8 will be equal to 18. So this is how you calculate these kind of numbers. Okay, and these are some of the basic number properties. So we did a little bit of LCM HCF and we did a little bit of this one as well. Okay. Thank you so much. Wonderful teaching all of you. I will await your comments on this video and I will be putting up one more class on number system. So keep watching this space for more such good lessons on number system for Aryabhatta exams. Thank you so much. Happy learning. Thank you so much. Bye for now.